Yo, what's going on everyone? Hayden here coming back at you with a brand new video, and we have to start this one off by announcing the giveaway winners. Yes, I went through and picked the 3 people who will be getting a free copy of Expert Secrets, one of my personal favorite books. I'm gonna be honest, I don't read very much. It's just not how I consume content, but this is one book that I have read cover to cover more than once. So with that being said, my boy, Wyatt Williams, to start it off, bro. I know we've been talking, I've seen you around, commenting on my stuff all the time. You're the homie, so you're definitely getting a copy. You guys just gotta send me a message on Instagram or kind of however you wanna reach out to me. I think Instagram DM is definitely the best way. Number 2, my boy Mike. I saw you up in the comments, dude. I'm gonna tell you why he won. He's got the right mindset. He said, I'm gonna buy the book either way. That right there, I'm like, dude, I'm gonna hook you up. I'm gonna get you that book 100% without a doubt. Send me a message. And coming in for number 3, we've got another Hayden. You know, gotta support the Hayden gang. We got weird names, man, so I'm gonna hook you up with a book. You've been following me for a minute, bro, so I'm definitely gonna hook you up with a copy. I got you. You guys, don't forget to send me a message. I hope you actually see this video. I might make an Instagram story post and try and tag you all if I can find your social medias. But if for some reason someone doesn't reach out, there might be an extra copy or 2, so I might have to pick another winner. But anyways, in this video, we're gonna be talking a lot about psychology. I wanna really dive in behind like buyer habits, consumer patterns, what's gonna make people interact with and purchase your products from your ads. There's definitely a lot that goes into this, and I'm not gonna be able to cover it all. I don't even know it all, but I definitely know something. I know something. So with that being said, let's jump inside of my computer. I'm gonna outline a few things and show you what's been working for me. First things first, you guys, you have to understand what makes people buy, okay? We're gonna touch on some simple subjects, and we're also gonna dive in depth on a few super key specific things that I feel relate to dropshipping a lot and that I use in all of my ad copy, all my posts, all of my marketing, literally everything. So when it comes to understanding why does your customer buy, there's a couple different main things you could look at, okay? Scarcity, right? And I'm gonna couple that with urgency as well, okay? These are the main 2 tactics that I'm using, right? Scarcity could mean there's only 32 of them left, right? You use an app like, let me just throw it up right here for you guys, Shopify, okay? I'm sure a lot of you guys are using that. Simple countdown timer, which you can use for urgency. And it also has a decreasing quantity, which is the whole scarcity end of things, okay? That's called Shopify. That's what I use on all of my products. I really only have it active on the products that I'm currently marketing, which in reality, I'm only really running ads for like 2 or 3 products, especially when I'm on a new store and testing it. So I really only need it on those. You need to understand why they're buying, okay? Urgency, they only have 24 hours left to get it, right? So they could miss out on an opportunity. Nobody wants to miss out on an opportunity, especially, which we'll talk about in a second, if you position it as an opportunity of a lifetime. Scarcity, same exact thing. Nobody wants it to run out. Oh, there's no more of them left, you know. It's the whole, the hype stuff, like Supreme or whatever. There's only a limited amount and then you can't get it after that. Or in this case, can't get it, you know, quote, quote. You obviously still can, the timer and stuff is all fake, but that's basic marketing. And this flows into point number 2 so well that I think like you have to build off of. And that's called a value gap, okay? What I mean by this, let's say a major retailer sells something for 80 bucks, right? 80 bucks. And you can come in and sell it for 20 bucks, okay? If everybody knows it goes for 80 bucks and they just saw it the other day, and now they see it at your store and your stuff through your ads for 20 bucks, they're like, wow, I just saw this for 80, it's only 20, that's a good deal. Now, if you add that into the fact that you have urgency or scarcity going, like it's only for the next 12 hours, or there's only 33 of these left, or 61, like whatever the case may be, that's adding. Those build off of each other so well, and the value gap is something that I think is so huge that a lot of people honestly don't even think about it. People know about it, like, oh yeah, obviously mark your products down, but when was the last time you went and looked on Walmart.com, Amazon, did a Google search to see what these products are actually selling for? I did a consulting call the other day, and someone on there was trying to sell a product, right? We're going through creating the ads and helping them with the marketing, and I'm like, yo, let's take a step back real fast. What does this product sell for? And he's like, oh, it's $12.95 on my store. I'm like, no. Go on a major retailer. Let's go to Target.com. What does it sell for? It was selling for cheaper at Target. Okay, so if something's selling for cheaper from a major retailer, first of all, now there's no value gap. So there's not really a backed up incentive as to why they should buy. But at the same time, they're gonna buy from a major retailer any day because they have the credibility and they automatically trust them more than they trust your random little store. So that's huge. And this is not too complicated. As you guys see, it's pretty simple. These work together very well. Have a good value gap on your products and add in scarcity and urgency. You can use that by using the app Shopify or whatever else you think works best for you. That's just what I personally use. And a value gap is honestly one of the things that I would say is one of the most key pieces that I do, especially when doing product research, but like just understanding and knowing that in my marketing. It gives me confidence. Now, playing off of both of those, you have to have like a deal of a lifetime or the deal of the century, whatever, where it would be too good for them to pass up, right? And that's gonna transition over into your ad copy. You have to understand how to write copy. What even is copy? Okay, some of you guys might not know that. Copy is a term used for what is said in your ad. The wording, how it's worded, what words you're using. Are you using emojis, using dashes? Is it bold? Is it underlined? How's the spacing look? Where's the link? Like everything like that. That right there is called ad copy, and it's huge. That relates to everything about buyer psychology. Inside of there, I have to hook people, explain the product, tell them what the deal is, why they need it, why it's a great deal, tell them where to get it, and at the same time, through all that, have them trust me, and they've never even seen my name before. So it is a skill, and it's something you have to learn and work on. We made videos talking about that. We went through and made an entire Facebook ad post, like, how I'm structuring that, using emojis, which I think are huge nowadays, especially since that has really become like the gold standard or whatever for just, I guess, communicating with the people. I love the saying, a picture speaks 1,000 words. When it comes to my marketing, that is a phrase I live by, because you don't want to, if you guys understand ad copy, you don't want to just have text that runs on forever. You don't want it to be that long. So if you throw a little emoji in there, a mini picture, it can speak more than words can. So in reality, you can like display a message and actually say something without having to say it and take up that space. That's why I like to use emojis. Now, one little bonus thing that I'm thinking of right now that I didn't actually plan on adding in, but I will, is color, okay? You guys need to understand the basic color, and you can Google this. You will understand this completely within 15 seconds if you Google it. Always, that means always, stay away from orange. I never touch orange. Orange is just a bad color. You can Google it and figure out why. It's very, very simple. Just don't use orange. That's not an attractive color when it comes to marketing, buyer psychology, and what goes on subconsciously in people's head. Colors I do use: blue, green, and red. Oh, rad. Red. Okay, it's mostly gonna be red and blue. Those are the two, and let me tell you why. Blue means they're comfortable. It means they're confident, they trust you, okay? Blue's like it's a relaxing, the ocean's blue. It's a relaxing, like, oh, I trust it, I'm happy, I'm at peace. That's what blue means. So if you wanna build like rapport, credibility, and trust, use blue. Red, on the other hand, that means action. Take action, scarcity. So if you have, like, let's say you're doing a free plus shipping offer, like we just talked about having scarcity and urgency with Herify. Let's say you have that countdown timer on there on your product site, and it says, 12 hours, 37 minutes left, and there's only 29, and then we're gone, we're sold out, and they're never gonna be offered again. Something like that, I would put the add to cart button in red, because that just signifies people want to click where it's like red, action, go, go, go. That's what that means. That's what subconsciously, I don't know exactly how, I'm not a freaking brain scientist or whatever, but that is the subconscious standpoint from marketing. Red is huge. As for green, I don't really know exactly what that means. I haven't looked too far into that, but I like using that when I'm using a lot of the word free, okay? And I like a little bit darker green, not some bright neon like this that I see through the camera. Kind of like an army green or whatever, but really blue and red are like 99%. That's the colors I use. I just figured I'd say green because sometimes I do use it and I want to share everything with you guys because it is relevant and it might help you. You can have the best product, the best niche, the best looking store, the best product descriptions, the best traffic source, but if you don't understand the psychology and actually what makes people buy, how to word things, what colors, where to place things, everything around there, all that other stuff means nothing because you are not gonna make sales. You might make some sales, if all those other things are aligned, but you don't understand buyer psychology. Some people might buy, you'll get lucky, but your conversions and your amount of sales will be exponentially higher if you understand all this. That's actually exactly why I picked this as the giveaway, because this is so relevant, this book, Expert Secrets, when it comes to marketing. I have another one right here that I think I've mentioned in some other videos, how to write copy that sells. Simple things like that. And again, I don't read too much, but I like reading when it really brings me value and helps me. And I'm somewhere with no Wi-Fi. It's as simple as that. But I mean, stuff like that, you need to understand that content and think from a consumer standpoint, right? From a scientist standpoint, what makes people do the things they're doing? What action do you want them to take and how are you gonna be able to get them there? You have to understand that. Look, there's a lot of different things that go into dropshipping, e-commerce, business, or anything, but understanding psychology is huge. That's a universal sales tactic and you have to understand why people are gonna do things. That way you can anticipate their move, handle their objection. Like let's say they see the price. It's time, like, oh, I don't wanna pay 10 bucks, but oh look, it's 85 bucks over at Target. You need to understand that, handle their objections. I'm not really gonna dive into the sales ends of things. I can if you want. You need to handle an unspoken objection before they even bring it up. That's the best way to get to close. Psychology is huge. You can literally Google some simple stuff like, the colors and everything, the basic meaning behind that. Pick up a couple books, listen to some podcasts, whatever you want to do, but make sure that you learn a little bit, ideally a lot, about psychology and what makes people take an action that you want them to take. That's gonna help your sales. I 110% guarantee it. And I really hope you guys have been enjoying these videos. If you haven't already, our Facebook group is about to hit 1,000 people. It's insane. I think we launched it like probably 5 days ago, I'd say. So that's awesome. Thank you to everyone who's in there. I know you guys are getting a ton of value. People are throwing stuff around left and right. It's super awesome to see. I love seeing a community come together like that. So if you haven't jumped in there yet, I'll leave a link to that down in the description. You guys already know what to do. If you enjoyed the video, got any sort of value, drop a like on it. Let's get it to 100,000. Subscribe if you haven't, hit the notification bell, all that other YouTuber shit. And with that being said, I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow in the next video. Peace.